To the sound. I am Kevin Harris.
I'm Jared Seymour.
I'm Lisa Wills.
And we've got a good show tonight. Tonight we've got Saturate on the show, Any Given Sin. Madame Mayhem's going to be on the show, and the grudge match is on the way, and you're watching the sound.
That's right, ladies and gents. Just like Kevin said, we got a great show for you lined up tonight. If you're just tuning in, you're just now getting that notification that the live stream has started, please hit that exclamation point notify. That way when we go live on Facebook, you will know about it. You won't miss any of the shows. We bringing a lot of great content to you at the end of the year here tonight, and a lot of cool shit coming up in 2022. It's going to be a great time, and we don't want you to miss any of it. If you've been digging what we're doing, or you're digging the show tonight at any point, all you have to do is smash the like button, or if you really love us, hit that share button, because it helps us spread like an STD across all the social media platforms and bring you the best music that there is out there, right? Do y'all agree?
Yes, and if you really love us, you can smash that stars button and throw us some stars.
Oh, now you're just getting too desperate, Kevin. Now you're begging for money, baby.
Ain't no antibiotics needed.
Yeah, you got to shake that ass a little bit before you go right into the money. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever it takes, man. I'm a whore. I'll do it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, you won't get a prescription either, or a visit to the doctor.
Yes, exactly. We are so happy to have Lisa on the show tonight with us. She filled in for Kevin whenever he Kevin, what'd you do? You flew down to Mexico to have some kind of transplant surgery last time, you said?
Yes, absolutely. I had to go down there. I had to pick up some, get a transplant, get some cocaine. I'm back. I'm good.
Stripper party. It was a big whole thing. He almost didn't make it back. Customs was a bitch for him. COVID test and the whole 9 yards. So anyway, we're glad to have him back. But we realized we've been sitting on this talent this whole entire time. I mean, Lisa's been on the sound admin board now for a long time, and we're like, she's the best looking one out of all of us, and we're keeping her on the fucking group. That's stupid. Bring her out front, put her out there. Let's let people look at her. She's way better of an interviewer than we could ever be. So we're slow learners on the show, people. That's what we're saying, but we're trying our fucking best.
It doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you get there. And
thank you, Kevin. Thank you. That's what I've been saying for years. I've been trying to tell my wife that, but she don't want to hear it.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
All right, so we're going to start the show out with the grudge match like we always do, but I want to talk about the Kevin mentioned it already out the gate. We're going to start out after the grudge match. We're going to go right into an interview with Saturate. This is a band out of Houston, Texas. Kevin and we went on a trip. Kevin, when was that? Was that 6 years ago, or was August? I don't remember.
Felt like it. Was it August? Yeah, August.
Somewhere around that ballpark,
July?
man. We went over. Texas is such a great country, and I said that on purpose. It's such a great country. We had a good time. We ran into those guys at the Harley shop. It was such a damn good show. Outdoors, it was hot as piss. But I've known these guys since 2008, 9-ish. Played some shows with them over here in Gulfport on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and they're still out there banging away, making killer music, and we cannot wait to highlight that tonight. We have our resident Any Given Sin scholar right here below me. Lisa, what are we gonna talk about tonight with Any Given Sin?
We're going to talk about what's coming up for 2022. We're going to talk about the Christmas single that has dropped, Nothing for Christmas. They've been in the studio with Dawson creating some magic. So we're going to talk about upcoming albums.
Speaking of that, I do believe there is a video segment of me and you crushing it with Chris Dawson on the show, who is supposedly very selective on who he speaks to live on the internet. Correct me if I'm wrong.
We were very lucky.
Yes. And I've been checking out
all the works.
Yeah, he's the man. Like I've been telling a lot of people about him, a lot of bands that I know. I'm like, look, guys, you might need to send this guy a message. I mean, he's doing the damn thing.
He's making it happen. Not that it's not just with Any Given Sin. He's doing it with Kingdom Collapse. He's doing it with Etched in Embers. He's doing it with Gears. He's doing it with a lot of bands that you hear here on the sound. So
yeah,
he's definitely got a pretty impressive roster.
He absolutely does. Let's go through Kevin. You can see the shout outs here in the comment section. We got people. Wow. Do we recognize this name down here at the bottom? Matt James. Has anybody ever heard of Matt James?
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Blacktop Mojo, Matt James.
Right. Also, I heard that's the probing alien, the anal probing alien that appears sometimes in other
UK.
circles.
He's a UK anal probing alien. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Matt, you know we love you. We got Mark Simmons in the comments below. I don't know. Kevin is pretty sexy. Nobody can really argue that with you. Renee, she's down here. Go Lisa. Exactly. That was my same sentiment right there. Abe, we love you long time. You're the second best bald-headed dude that I know, me being the first. Thank you. Thank you on that. I don't know what to tell you. But no, we appreciate all y'all in the comment section below because y'all make the damn show worth doing. Rock Lab TV, Dustin's sorry ass, and Dominic's down there. We appreciate what y'all are doing too. They're going, dude, these guys are going out live and grabbing the bands before, during, and after the show and piecing it together. If you haven't checked them out, slide over to their Facebook page and give them a like and a follow too. And
also you can see more of Sexy Kevin if you head over there as well.
I honestly don't. You lost me right there. That's where you lost me.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
You're welcome, Kevin.
The shirt I was wearing was not flattering.
Yeah, but you know you're doing some shit, Kevin. You know you've been doing some push-ups and some running. I love it, dude. I love the sweater. Tonight. It's a Magellan Academy double-breasted pocket thing. I like it.
Yep. We got them in this color. And we got them in white. So
yeah. So if you're in the Pensacola area, stop by and talk to Kevin. Harass him. Maybe ask him some questions about some fishing equipment or some hunting gear, and see if he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
I do.
Or if you lose a bet, head on over and buy one of those sweaters.
Come on.
She's on board, baby. I got back up. It's been me versus Kevin in the comment section for the entirety of this show. I'm so glad to have somebody on my team. All right, Kevin, roll us into the
wide shoulders.
We've been talking shit for too long here. People are getting tired of our shit.
Yes. So the grudge match, returning champion Outlier with the song All I Need, and they will be facing the challenger Post Profit with their latest called Haunt Me. And you know how it works. If you're on Facebook, you'll see a poll pop up. Vote which video you like, video number 1, video number 2. If you're on YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, leave it in the comments. We'll see it here. We'll add it to the poll, to the count. And whoever has the most votes at the end of the show, of course, they will be the champion. Outlier going for their second win, and Haunt Me from Post Profit is your challenger. So we're just going to roll into it right now. And here is Post Profit. It's Haunt Me. It's the grudge match, and you're watching the sound.
I'm tired. I'm fucking alone. That's all.
You said you love me, but where have you been? I've been waiting for months to feel you under my skin. You said you love me, but you're still waiting in the wind, waiting in the wind.
I can't say enough good things about that band. I really can't. Kevin and I, we've been playing them now. Kevin, you tell me how long. It's been a minute. It's been a minute we've been playing them on the show and on the radio app.
Couple of years.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we talked to him before. The first time we talked to him, we were in the Vu Marché studio.
Well, it was a virtual, obviously, too.
Right.
And it was during COVID. How did that happen? Remind me.
How did what happen?
How did that interview get connected? How did they get? Was it one of the management groups that sent them over to us? How did we get connected with them? Those guys.
I honestly don't remember how we got connected with them.
Cool.
I know we ran across them on YouTube, and then you saw the video of them in, what was that, R&R Studios or whatever that was.
And I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to say that as well. If anybody out there in our comment land can pull that up on YouTube, type in Post Profit R&R Studios and drop that link. These guys play live in segregate separate damn rooms or whatever. So like the drum and the bass player in one room or whatever. Look, it is one of the baddest ass things I've ever seen. And they do a cover of Chevelle with like a fucking 4-part triple heart harmony acapella thing. It will blow your mind, man. You have to go check that out. You have to.
I'm not reading the comments anymore.
Why?
Why do I look funny?
Dude, I get attacked every friggin' show, every single one.
How did it become pick on Kevin night? Anyways,
you gotta wear your thick skin. No, but seriously, that band is the epitome of why we started this show. I don't think they're getting enough radio airplay. I don't think they're getting enough attention, and they're putting out some really killer tunes, man. That's just one of them. So like the comments up below if you're digging them. Wait till you hear video number 2 before you make your choice, obviously, right? But the talent's out there, people. It's out there. It's out there.
It is. Let's roll into the champion, though.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
So the champion is Outlier. The song is called All I Need. They're going for win number 2. We'll pop the poll up. If you're on YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, put it in the comments, video number 1 or video number 2. And here is Outlier, All I Need. It is the grudge match, and you're watching the sound.
James 4:7, submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. There is no salvation in hell. Amen. There is no Bible in hell. What you've done in this life determines where you go. When you die without God, you go to hell. Amen. There is no blood in hell. There is no forgiveness in hell. It's over with. Do I make myself clear? Amen. Whatever goes to hell stays in hell.
Like father, like son, I've fallen far from that tree. You turn your back away from me, forfeit the tender life of your seed. And I can keep my head above the waves, and I won't be at fault like him. I will not make the mistakes I've witnessed with you. I I break, I won't fall, won't give in. I will not make the mistakes I've witnessed with you. I will dig my own grave and I will call it my own. I've cut you out of me because I'm all I need.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. My
Tough
favorite
choices.
comment. My favorite comment down there is tough choice, guys. This is why I love the grudge match. And Kevin and I have talked about this before. We want to make it difficult. We want to make it, but like choosing between your two kids. Like, which one are you going to pick? Like, that's what we want the grudge match to be, right?
I'm glad I have 3.
Even worse for you. Even worse for you. Because you're going to piss 2 people off instead of 1. You know?
One of the coolest things, though, about the grudge match is that it features bands that have very different followings. So, for example, while we were off, I was looking at Post Profit versus Outlier. Outlier has over 60,000 listeners and followers on Spotify. Post Profit doesn't even have 3,000.
Right.
And
Kevin,
it's not a measure of talent. It's a measure of just getting the name out there and talking about them and getting the word out and playing their music. So if you guys don't already do it, you liked what you heard tonight, go follow those bands. They need your support.
2 things I'm going to say about what she just said. Number one, this is the 77th episode plus all the quarantine shit, Kevin. We've never once fact checked any shit like that before, ever in the entire match of the grudge match. Lisa, we love you. We love you. And number 2, absolutely. That's why we do the grudge match, because Kevin, you've done Battle of the Bands for years, and we got funny stories that we could talk about for 2 hours with that. It's kind of it's give and take, right? Because it's bullshit to put to it's always bad to make it a competition, but at the same time, like, it does get fan interaction. It does create like a sense of urgency, right? And it is fun. But we've said it before on the show many times. If you get picked to be on the grudge match, it's because we friggin' love your music. We're not just throwing darts at a dartboard. We don't have labels paying us yet to like which we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that. We don't have labels paying us to like say play my shit on the grudge match. No, these are the bands that Kevin and I and the community in our group, and Lisa's about to get like super heavily involved in and already has been typing because we do a lot of Facebook group messenger shit. These are the bands we love, and that's why they're on the grudge match. Kevin, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, absolutely. And that's the fun part of digging and going down that rabbit hole on YouTube or on Spotify and just digging through music and finding this stuff. And now, granted, I will tell you this, some of this has come to us because since we've become a reporting station for the Foundation charts,
Correct.
we've gotten some stuff thrown at us that I normally probably wouldn't have seen or whatever. But
well, that's part of the progression. That's a good thing.
Absolutely. So, and the grudge match is my favorite thing to do. Just not because I'm putting 2 bands up against each other, but because of the work that we have to do to dig to find the 2 bands. And to make it just like what you said, very hard choice. So, and that's what we try to do.
Yeah,
So.
that we want it to be uncomfortable, and like we said, these are bands that we're picking because we want to highlight them at the beginning of the show. I mean, at the beginning of the show is the most watched part of the show, right? So that's what we want. So we hope it was a tough pick for y'all. Please vote down below. But I see right now we have Mike Mexis from the first band that we have on the show tonight, Saturate. So, and Kevin, Lisa, unless y'all got anything else you want to say, I say we bring him in, and I'm ready to talk, man.
Let's roll.
I'm ready to jib jab. Y'all ready?
Oh,
All right, here we go. Mike,
How you doing, guys?
dude? What is up, good sir?
Hey,
Not much, man. How are you guys doing? Everybody's doing all right?
Yes,
doing good.
Yeah, I
doing
think
good.
Jimmy will be
Great,
here in a
dude.
second. We got kind of confused. We didn't know to jump in the room or not. And I don't know if
I
y'all
know.
seen me.
I saw both of y'all come into the room, and I'm sorry we should have explained it better. Like, did
Oh,
y'all think
no.
like you were on the show when you did that? Yeah.
I got like a flashback to like 4th grade at a talent show, like when you like like trying to get out of the room, trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Listen,
Like-
we're like half-ass fucking interview people on the internet, and I'm sorry. We should have
No,
gave
it's
y'all that
badass.
heads up.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's
If
badass.
you were in the green room, so you could have did whatever it was that you needed to do to like get ready for
Okay.
the you know what I'm saying? So like,
Awesome.
yeah, you were backstage. So
Yeah.
tell Jimmy when he's ready to just jump in, and we'll make it a seamless thing.
Yeah, he just told me to jump in. I figured he would be here.
Oh,
Okay,
he
all right.
was there for a minute and then he was gone. There he is.
There he is. All right, here he is. He heard us talking about it. He heard us talking about it.
Yeah.
Jimmy, what's up,
There you
dude?
go.
Hey, what's happening, man?
All right, so look, we did a shitty job of explaining it. So you were actually backstage, and
thing.
you could have been doing whatever you wanted to do backstage while you were waiting. So it was not a problem, brother.
Yeah. I looked wrecked.
Gotcha. Yeah, I figured it out as soon as I logged in. Mexus scared me. He said, dude, I walked in on somebody's interview. I got right out.
All right, yeah. Hey, so first of all, thanks for the respect. And number
Oh,
two,
God.
we apologize for being such fucking amateurs here at the amateur hour.
No, that's
No,
not y'all.
that's us.
It's like, you know,
All right,
it's
all right,
just
all
showing
right.
up.
So look, let's jump into it, man. We got some people watching here. And so I told Kevin and Lisa beforehand, I was like, look, these guys may not remember. I know we saw you guys in August. You remember that, right? At the fucking Harley
Saliva,
show,
right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
Yep.
But I don't know if you remember.
good
And I
time.
think I think we talked about it, but I was drinking heavily.
Yes, you were.
At the show. Blake Torres,
Two of us.
formerly from Any Given Sin, not Any
No.
Given, excuse me.
No, from
Kingdom
Kingdom
Collapse
Collapse.
with Awaken the Giant now.
Look, I'm drinking.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
Blake.
Listen, yeah, Blake.
Yeah.
He got me
So it's
super
cool that we drink.
polluted. That's his fault. But anyway, 2009, Nate's place in Gulfport, Mississippi. Do y'all guys remember that show?
Actually, I think I do. I don't know if it's the same place. Is it a small stage?
Yes.
Dude, it was so fucking
Really small, right?
Yeah,
And if
the
you walk
corner
in, if
stage
you walk in the place, like they had trees and grass, you walk in to the left, there's a little small stage and a bar right to the front, right?
So you're 10 times way more
Oh, boy.
remembering it than I do. I'll tell
I
you.
can't believe I
my-
remember that.
Yeah, and that bar doesn't even exist anymore. The reason I remember it was because Fortman showed up in the parking lot.
Oh no, I
Okay.
know which one you're
Fair
talking
enough.
about.
I
Yeah,
remember that
no,
now.
this is a different one I was thinking. I think that was
Okay,
Ocean
yeah.
Springs. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, so we opened up my old band, Falls from Grace, opened up for you guys.
I know Falls from
Fortman
Grace,
shows up
yes.
in the fucking parking lot. And so a really good friend of ours who lives right down the road, Chad Kent, was a drummer from Adam Ship. I don't know if you remember that band.
I
but
remember that
Fortman
band.
He recorded them guys. And so we called him up and like, Fortman's here. So it was like a fucking party in the parking lot. And this was right whenever he was either doing Slipknot or Mudvayne. I don't remember.
It
the
was
time.
Slipknot. We were
was
sleeping in the van because they took us out like
Nexus, he
early
had
in the
just
morning.
finished Slipknot. He was working on that Mudvayne.
Yeah, Mudvayne.
Okay. And then after that
Remember that.
show, we went and partied at the IP, if you guys remember.
We partied
with,
before that
Moody.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all remember that?
Remember
Now-
is a strong word.
Correct. So you have some mental pictures of that shit. Is what I'm getting at.
Mexus is the guy that remembers things.
Well, I
I'm
think
not
he
that
just.
guy.
I think Mexus froze up. I think
There
there
he
he is. He's back. All right.
That was on me then. Yeah, I was like everybody disappeared. I'm like, no.
Nah,
what
we
the
Oh,
just
I
fuck?
thought you
bro.
were faking it. I thought you were holding still.
He was like, no, but anyway, so anyway, that was a fucking great show, dude. Y'all been, and I bring all that up just to say that you guys have been throwing down now for how many years? That was 2009, if I get it right. And I
Yeah.
think I saw y'all share a picture. 2007, you started.
2005.
Fuck.
Yeah. But hey, we played with you guys though in Homa. We played a lot of shows together, right?
Yes, we did.
Home?
Yeah, yes.
The Brick House?
Yep. Yes, we did.
That was
Dude,
always
that was
good
so-
times there.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was. So anyway, to say all that is like I've been a fan of you guys for many, many years, man. And when we ran into y'all in Texas, I was like, this is that's all right, Mike. Don't worry about it, bro. It's gonna happen. It's
Okay.
internet, it's the internet. It's an internet show. Fuck it.
He hates me.
But I've been a fan of y'all's music for a long time, dude. So give
Appreciate
people
it.
that are watching the show tonight who don't know anything about you guys,
Give it, Jimmy.
yeah,
Oh,
give
oh.
us the goods.
Yeah, we like you said, we started up around 2005. We're working on our 5th record right now, so we've been around a minute. And I don't know if you like passionate experiences when you go to a show. If you like
being able to throw down whatever that means to you, whether it's physical, emotional, inside, outside, whatever. That's what we're here for. We're here to I don't know, let people bleed, let them have a feelings, and let that be okay in a comfortable space, whatever that is. That's what we do. And along the way, we really like writing music. And we really like writing honest music that makes us feel something. And that's why the live show is about making others feel something, is because we want them to partake in what it's done for us. And it's done a lot for us. We've, like I said, we've been doing it now with this band 16 years, and it's changed everything about who we are and how we approach life. Can't go back.
Yeah.
So that's
Kevin,
what we do. I mean, but if you want the basics, it's hard rock. It's we get loud, we get soft.
yeah, but
There
y'all
aren't a
gotta
lot of
play-
rules, but it's loud.
you got like a special sauce. You got like Mike's doing the heavy shit, heavy, but then your vocals, here's what people don't know if they haven't listened to you. You do this fucking aggressive but yet trippy thing where you're yelling at us, and that's cool. And then but then you take us into this other like echoey, delayed kind of vocal thing that I think is the sound of Saturate. Am I wrong?
Nah.
Not wrong.
No. And Hector's not here with us tonight, but when y'all went on the stage in at the Harley show, I told my buddy, I said, dude, you better fucking pay attention to this guy right here, because the low end on these cats are about to blow your mind. And he did not disappoint.
Oh, Hector's
Awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That was a fun night. I
Hector's
do
a
remember
beast.
that night now.
Yeah. Kevin, was that your first time seeing him?
To be honest with you, so what did we say? What was it? Remember is a strong word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So long ago. I mean,
No, I'm talking about in Texas. You were sober. You've been
No.
fucking
What I'm
8
saying,
years.
wait,
you
shit,
asked
Kevin,
me
that
if it
wasn't
was
that long ago.
You asked me if it was my first time seeing them.
Oh, okay,
I
fair.
remember if it was my first time seeing them, because in 2009 I was at the peak of my drinking and was at a lot of Falls from Grace shows and spent a lot of times at Nate's place.
Yes.
So I couldn't tell you if I've seen him before or not, but I know I saw him at a Harley Davidson shop.
All right. So you could have just lied about all that backstory shit and just said, yeah, it's first. Honestly, though, Kevin, I appreciate the honesty, brother. That's what I'm talking about. That's killer.
I honestly
Well,
probably
hey,
don't.
Saturate's also played with Any Given Sin.
Yes.
I was looking at the comments. Renee was throwing up in the comments. They played with Any Given Sin a few years back in Hagerstown Hard Times,
Sounds
Okay.
accurate.
Absolutely.
right? And they also have a show coming up next year. And is it in March? Am I correct?
Who, us?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a couple shows coming up in March. Neither one of them are announced yet. So that's why.
Oh, dude.
But yeah,
you don't
I
know.
don't know. They're,
Yeah, you don't know
That's okay.
Lisa, bro. She's got the inside information, dude. I'm sorry. It's how it goes.
It just
bro.
came up on Spotify. It's there.
Okay.
Oh
It's
wow!
there.
Super weird.
Come on now. I wouldn't talk about that. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's a charity event and a wedding. So yeah, that's our March plans, and those are super weird ones that we haven't announced. So
Oh, shit.
yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it's our
How
Spotify.
do you get to that though? Like, I'd
How
love to
do
hear a
what?
little bit of an explanation about that. You said it's a charity thing and a wedding?
It's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's what we're. Well, those are our two events that we've got in March so far.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you gotta
right,
go outside
all
the
right.
box.
Yeah, no doubt. I think Mike's having some internet issue. Mike, don't worry
I'm gonna
about
try
it,
to
brother.
take off my Wi-Fi.
Don't worry about it, dude.
I'm gonna take a chance. Hold on, guys. I mean,
That's okay.
hold on.
That's all right. Keep doing what you're doing. This is an internet show. We've had way worse happen than this before. I set the alarms off in my house one night, so don't worry about that. But Jimmy, since you got the good connection, so tell us, bro. So
Jesus.
the backstory, we've already talked about it. Like, you guys have been around for a minute, right? But y'all just did your new single. It's out on YouTube. I've been jamming it. Then I went back into 2015. I went back into 2009. And I'm like, that's right. These are the dudes. So talk to me about the new single. Like, tell me about how you had some time off. How did you package that into the new single? What's the new message? What's the new sound? Like, where are you at headspace wise with this new single?
Jimmy, speak because I
With
don't
the
want it
single
to cut out.
specifically, that was yeah, no, I am. That's the thing, and you can't even hear me. With the new single, that's sort of we had to deliver that because we had talked about we had talked about new music since sometime in 2020, and we had promised that in 2021 there was something coming. We didn't put any label on it, and so we had to drop Light the Match. That was without question. And I don't know, as far as the message, the story of the next record is very self-contained. It's a very specific story. It was what was happening while we were writing these songs over the last summer and pretty much over the last summer. Every song as it happens was as it was happening in real life, as far as the theme, as far as the story. Hopefully it's one of frustration. It's one of isolation. It's one of, it echoes what we all went through for 2020 and 2021 of being locked inside. And sometimes we're locked inside with the wrong person. Sometimes people push away. It got real deep. Sometimes people pass away. And so that's what this record addresses, is very, very heavy hitting stuff, but in probably the most listenable format we've ever written. This record is super easy to listen to. It's no matter what you're into. It's got a little bit of everything in it, and it does it all well, I think. Light the Match is one of the harder pieces on it, one of the heavier pieces on it, and one of the more simplistic pieces on it, but it says exactly what we need to say. And it addresses the storyline in its own way, about somebody that asks for passion but then can't handle you at your most, can't handle you whenever it finally comes out, when that passion finally manifests. They can't even wrap their head around it. But also it helps us as a band, because we are lighting the match and we are intending on burning it all down on our way. So
all right. So
yeah.
so normally I would say, and Kevin and I, we like say, tell us everything or tell us nothing. But
Yeah.
you already led in with that, so that's killer. All right, so we're gonna play the video for everybody out there watching. If you've never heard of Saturate, you're in for a fucking treat. Sit back, crank the fucking surround sound up right now. We're gonna go into this video, and when we come back, I want to ask you guys a little bit about your writing process, because I think that's something I'd love to hear about. Okay. So,
Awesome.
like I said, everybody stay tuned. This is Light the Match. I think I got it queued up right. I fucked shit up before, so it's always a guess for me. I don't know. Here we go. This is Saturate, man. Y'all check it out, and you're watching the sound.
Oh yeah.
How you gonna feed the fire and expect you not to get burned? Is this not what you desire? It's exactly what you earn. Pursuit of the passion will give you more than you bargain for. You far too close to understand. Was this really the plan? You just light the match and walk away without a trace, not knowing the damn thing you fed and fueled has grown out of control. It's coming right for you. How you gonna feed the fire and expect it not to get burned? Is this not what you desire? It's exactly what you want. You are a passion. I gave you all of me, and you started to friction. I gave you everything. Now the flames are growing hot. the fire and expecting them to get burned. Is this not what you desire? It's exactly what you want. You wanted pressure. I gave you all of me, and you started to pressure. I gave you everything you never wanted. I see you coming unwound. I see you sweating and second guessing. I'm letting it out. It's coming right for you. How you gonna feed the fire and expecting them to get burned? Is this not what you desire? It's exactly what you want. You wanted pressure. I gave you all of me, and you started to pressure. I gave you everything you never wanted. I see you coming unwound, but everything you ever wanted was to burn it to the ground. I see you sweating and second guessing. I'm betting it now. I see the yearning, you're burning, you burn everything to the ground.
Woo, banging.
Thank you.
Selfishly right now, I hope people just saw that and went like, these guys at the sound and ladies know exactly what the fuck's going on. Like, seriously, I hope everybody's heard about Saturate before, but if you have not, you're welcome, because dude, that song is the shit, dude. Mike. So look, I think we lost Jimmy, and that's okay. He might show back up. We don't know.
Shit, he's
It's an
gone.
internet show. Yeah, I think he's out of here. But look, it's an internet show. We roll through the punches, bro.
Go for it.
Yeah, tell me. So just look, tell me about, like, there he is. He's back. We knew we'd get him back, I think. All right, Jim, you're back. All right, brother. Look.
All right, I'm back and set.
Everybody's loving it in the comment section. I was just about to ask Mike, though. Listen, tell us about the writing process with you guys, because y'all been in the game for so long now. You just put this single out not too long ago, and it's right there. It's right where it needs to be. This shit we're playing it on our station already. I'm not gonna name any other digital or satellite people that should be playing it too, but fuck them. I'm just saying, what's the writing process like with you guys?
It has changed. I think in the last maybe 4 years. I think before, like personally with me and all the guys, it will usually be me and the drummer, and ideas would come strictly from really just feeling it out. Like every other record was written off of just really pure emotions, but we had time before we went to the studio, and I think now it's a little bit quicker. I think every studio I've been in, I'm coming up with ideas. Either it's on the spot or I have an idea, but everything I'm writing, it's being in that headspace, but it's quicker. Like it's not, you don't have all this time to kind of figure it out, man. I mean, like Light the Match was written in 3 hours. So
you came in with the riff.
Yeah, I had the main riff, the opening riff I had, and everything else I just wrote, and and like personally, me as a guitar player, I kind of, if you don't feel it, it's not it, you know what I mean? So like,
yep.
So everything's just kind of worked out, and I felt it personally.
Yeah,
guitar-wise.
Technology has definitely changed over the years.
It has.
All the way from distribution to recording, right?
Yeah.
It's a different ball game, and you have to adapt and overcome. But I always think it's skewing towards the artist, even in the recording like angle of it, right? It's more catered to you because it costs less money. And
yeah,
I think
definitely
you can have more.
Oh, fair.
It's still expensive. Don't get me wrong. It's still way expensive, but it's just different now, man. So
I don't know, guys. It's cool for a big ass studio. I mean, I like to run around them still if they're still around.
Yeah, but one of my most favorite songs and favorite EPs of the year is from a band called Ariel's, and they did Ariel, excuse me, don't add the S, Ariel, and they did it in their house, man, and they sent it off to get mastered. Yeah, and it bangs,
yeah, you literally could do everything now.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. All right, look, we're getting a little behind on time. Gentlemen, we
Yeah,
do
sorry.
appreciate you guys stopping by tonight. Now, look, I'm going to ask one more selfish question before we get ready, you guys. What is 22 looking like for you guys? But more importantly, what is it going to take to get you on the Mississippi Gulf Coast?
I mean, I'm ready to go
The
back.
last question's him.
All right, go to the first question then.
What was the first question?
2022.
I don't
man.
remember.
We want to hit the festivals. We want to hit the road proper. We want to have
Okay.
the record done
Okay.
early. We want to have the record done well before summer. Yeah, there's no reason it shouldn't be. And we want to have more music. What's up, Blake?
Yeah,
we want to
Blake,
have more music.
Crown Royal drinking. We talked about you earlier,
After
Blake. I
that.
love you. Keep going. Keep going.
You know, we don't want to end just with that one record. We like Mike said, it's the writing it comes quick and it's easy right now, and there's no reason we can't take advantage of that. So I want to have more music.
All right.
Ready.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
We're 100% down. We have to solidify the drummer situation. We do have our old drummer that will fill in for shows like that over there. So but we're 100% down on that. We'll definitely all get together.
We're looking for
on that.
someone that really meshes with us and that is ready to do it, to ready to play, to ready to write, and
yeah.
Our crosshairs are on you guys right now, and don't be surprised if you get a email super quick. So
Okay.
Hey, that works.
Let us know.
Yeah, brother.
Let us know. Like I said, we can make it
Thank
work.
both you guys so much for jumping on the stream tonight. Kevin, Lisa, y'all got
Thanks
anything
for
else
having
you
us,
want
man.
to tell these gentlemen? But I'm
Kevin.
sorry, I kind of took over, but I told them I'm fangirling because this goes way
Oh.
back. So.
No, we
man.
knew where this
Love
one
it.
was going tonight, and we just let Jared have his fun. But
I love it.
guys, we as a collective group love you guys,
you,
and so glad that you guys got some new music coming. Can't wait to see what's coming up in 2022, especially on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And that email
We'll
will be
have
coming
another
pretty
single
quick.
for you guys very soon.
Let's do it, Kevin.
We'll
Come
take
on.
it.
Go check
Yeah.
out little factoid here: bad advice and unyielding, gentlemen. Yeah,
Right
yeah.
on.
I've been deep in the catalog, so
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you guys for
Thank
having
you.
us. Sorry about the difficulties there.
no,
No,
dude,
all
all
all I
good.
had to do was take off my Wi-Fi.
Okay,
Oh.
that's part of our show. We love it, dude. We love the fucking
It was
back
all
and
on me.
forth and the
That wasn't on
circles
y'all.
and shit. We're
That's
hoping
on-
AT&T or C Spire or one of these
I have
companies will
T-Mobile. You
sponsor us
expect that from
eventually.
T-Mobile.
Yeah, or whatever. Either way.
See how normal it was to me?
Yeah.
You
There
just
you
had to
go.
go with it.
That's 10 grand right there. We're about to get tomorrow, Mike. We appreciate that shit.
Thank y'all
Hey,
so
thank
much.
you so
man.
much,
Love
guys.
you guys.
Thanks for
Thank you.
inviting
Hey,
me. Play the
stay
music. It means a
in touch
lot.
with us and give us any singles you get. Shoot it to us, dude. We will.
Absolutely.
you.
It'll come right
Promise.
over.
I give you
All right,
you our,
we
our
work for
word.
you guys.
Thank y'all so much.
All right, brother.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Good night.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye,
Peace out.
guys.
Bye.
Now we have to figure out how to leave.
I got you, Jimmy. I got you. Watch this. Watch. Boom. Done. Yeah. All right. The show's rolling, baby. Keep the comments coming. Matt, thank you so much for dropping those links in the comments below, man. Blake, more shots coming. Dude, I almost died, and that's cool. So I'm ready to go. When we come
But
back.
did you die? You're still here.
I didn't, but I think my liver was like, hey, bro, what's going on?
You know
All
what
right.
Blake's about to say? Challenge accepted.
Exactly. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I might have overtalked on that last segment, and I don't apologize for that. But this is Lisa's turn to shine, and I have zero doubts that she's about to knock this out of the park. And I'm gonna just shut up and bring the guests in.
All right, bring them on in. What's up, Mike? Vic?
Hey!
What's up?
Long time no see.
I haven't seen you guys since Jersey. What's going on?
I know. we're Hey, still
And hello to everyone, and to everyone, we are sorry that we missed the last episode. Like, seriously.
See,
Horribly
nobody
sorry.
would even
But-
nobody would even probably remembered that if you wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, but that's super classy.
Well, I still
That's
have to
super
say it.
classy. It's super classy that he brought it up because he's a professional, and it wasn't his fault, and it actually wasn't anybody's fault, and that's cool, man. That's super cool.
Absolutely.
That had to been somebody's
And
fault.
Miss Lisa, thank you so much for bringing us the assorted snacks and alcohol to New Jersey that you brought up. Thank you so
are
much.
welcome.
Lisa, you brought him snacks and alcohol?
That's right.
Yep. She brought us
That's
Jim
right.
Beam.
Yep. I brought
Jägermeister.
something different for Vic. Yeah, but that's
Lisa.
right. Support your bands, man. They're on the road. They're out there working hard, sleeping, barely sleeping. day in, day out, traveling and
Mhm.
whatnot. They're hungry, they're thirsty, and they probably aren't sleeping that well. So if you got to help them out, get to bed. That's okay.
Dude,
You know?
I didn't need another reason to love her. So you gentlemen keep going.
Anyway, we wanted to have you guys on, talk about the year for 2021, what's been going on, how was the tour, talk about the tour a little bit, also talk about the Christmas single, Nothing for Christmas. Holy cow, wasn't expecting that came out of left field. You talk about that. Also, you joined Mascot Records. So I don't know which one of you wants to start. Vic, Mike, let's talk about the tour. How'd it go?
Ahead, Vic.
Sure. So yeah, we had a lot of fun on the tour. We were out with Ron Killicoy. We really enjoyed the tour. I would have liked to seen like more, maybe a few more people at our weekday shows, but it's still COVID going on. There's still a lot of stuff happening, so it is what it is. But it was a really fun tour. We made new friends. It was, we hadn't been out playing since the pandemic, really, so it was really awesome just to get out, do that, hit the road. We didn't know what to expect, but it turned out to be a pretty good trip.
Okay, it started off a little bit rocky though, Mike.
It did, yes. 3 hours before we were set to leave, our driver ghosted us. So the 40-foot RV that we were going to take out on tour, we had to go to Plan B very quickly. First, so we missed the first day of the first show of the tour, and we ended up having to drive in 2 vehicles, rent a U-Haul trailer, and carry everything and sleep in hotels every night, which we were not expecting. Literally, that was the day before the tour started. So,
Yeah, and that's an added expense that a lot of bands just simply can't afford. That's a lot. What about the deal with Mascot Records? Can we talk about that for a minute? When did you guys get signed?
July
Okay.
July this year.
July
Okay,
4th, actually.
Yes, I think it was.
So you're
Bless America.
Yeah.
they celebrate their not independence. So
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, good.
That's
Way
funny.
to go. Way to go.
hey. So let me ask you this. At what point did Mascot Records come to you and say, hey, we'd like you guys to do a Christmas song for us?
they did not. Well, no, they did.
Well, they
but,
kind of like October. They came around and said, "Hey, we do a Christmas album every year. Would you guys like to be involved?" And we said yes, reluctantly. At first, I said, "I'm Jewish. I'm sorry, but I'm not." But but I said, but no. And then we decided we were sitting there trying to figure out what to do. So we're like, do we want to do like some metal version of Jingle Bells, which is fine to do, but do we want to do that, or do we want to write one? And we ended up writing one, and that's what we have. So.
And how did you guys get there? How'd you get to, what was the process for writing Nothing for Christmas?
Well, honestly, it was like, it took me about 20 minutes. I just sat down on my stairs and kind of wrote it in like 20 minutes and sent it to Mike. And Mike was like, yeah, that's awesome, dude. Let's just roll with it. And so we did.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And am I correct? It's the first song Mascot put out. What is it? A little, I don't want to say a record because I'm not really sure that you can you buy it?
You can buy it. It's on all platforms. It's on Spotify. It's on all the stuff that we're on.
Okay.
So you can buy it. Yes.
Which volume is it? I know they've done a couple volumes of Christmas Rocks. Is it volume 2 that it's on?
I believe this is 3, if I'm not
3?
mistaken.
I think
it's either 2 or 3.
I think 3.
And aren't you the first ones? Aren't you the first song?
I have no idea because I don't have the album. I didn't buy the album.
No, I think that's true. Yes, that's
and
correct.
you're the only band that didn't do a cover.
That did an original?
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I can't say for sure because I don't know that answer.
Okay.
I was trying to get.
I really think Lisa
with
was
Mariah Carey. That's
not
all.
really asking you.
Yeah.
I was what?
I said I think we were informing them that they were the only original.
Oh, okay. Well, thank
to
you.
inform you.
Let me back up.
So how's the album? Is it good?
What's
Yeah.
Have you listened to the whole album?
No, I've only listened to your song. Why would I?
Well, I will
Come
say
on now.
this. I will say this off of the first couple volumes, and your song is I love it. But off the first couple volumes, like 10 Years did one, Otherwise has done one. I think that's on this one, and I've listened to a few of those, as I was getting things ready and we were putting some Christmas music onto the radio station. So Mascot Records has done a really good job with the Christmas Rocks volumes. There's some really good stuff there, and some bands have done some really good jobs. But yeah, to be an original song, which Christmas songs are tough to do a new original one that could possibly catch on. You guys did a really good job. It's a really, really, really good song.
Well,
It's a beautiful song, I think.
Thank you.
As a matter
And
of
let me
fact-
give props to our man Chris Dawson for coming in with like the saxophone and some of the other accoutrement on that song. He did a great job as well.
How badass is he, Vic? Please tell us the truth now. Don't lie. How badass is he?
He's amazing. That whole team. He's an amazing producer. We also work with another guy, the other guitarist from Seasons After, Jimmy Beatty as well. They kind of work as a team now and then. Sometimes it's just Dawson and us. Sometimes Jimmy comes in, but they're both extremely creative, just really hardworking guys, and we appreciate everything they've kind of done to make our sound what it is.
Absolutely.
So,
Well,
I was going to say on that note, before we get away from the Christmas song, let's go ahead and play it.
Okay, good. Because
it is the song that we have set up for them tonight. So
this is
Okay.
true.
I'll be back in 3.5 minutes.
Kevin, keep us in check here, because I got a couple questions that I would love to ask. But let's do it. I think I have it queued up correctly. You don't know. This could be AC/DC. Who knows?
if it's not, you guys know what to do in the comments. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Just play along.
I think it's only fitting, as long as you guys are okay with it. I think Lisa should intro this. That's just how I feel.
Come on now. All right. This is the brand new Christmas song from Any Given Sin called Nothing for Christmas, and you're watching the Sound 228.
Ain't got no tinsel, got no mistletoe, ain't no presents underneath no tree. Ripped down my chimney by the windows, know that Santa, he ain't bothering me. I don't need nothing for Christmas. I don't need nothing for Christmas. I don't need nothing for Christmas. Baby, it's true, I don't need nothing but you. Don't really care if I've been naughty or nice. I hear they're taking me off the list. They say I've gone and lost my Christmas cheer, but tonight you got me smiling like a grape. I don't need nothing for Christmas. I don't need nothing for Christmas. I don't need nothing for Christmas. Baby, it's true, I don't need nothing but you. Ain't got no tinsel, got no mistletoe, got no presents underneath no tree. Ripped down my chimney by the windows, know that Santa, he ain't bothering me. I don't need nothing for Christmas. I don't need nothing for Christmas. I don't need nothing for Christmas. Baby, it's true, I don't need nothing but you. I don't need nothing for Christmas. I don't need nothing for Christmas. I don't need nothing for Christmas. Baby, it's true, I don't need nothing but you.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. You sounds great. You guys
Really,
sound
really
absolutely great. You
good.
killed it.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that was really good. That was really good.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of love in the comments too. I mean, yeah.
I
Yeah,
want.
and I love this comment.
We're coming after Mariah Carey, bro. We're coming
I hear
after her.
Listen,
I hear you.
Watch out, baby.
Mariah Carey needs to step down. I want to listen to that song, and I want to take like a damn shot of eggnog and just like plow, and then just like power driving into Christmas tree and just light it on fire. Like that's I'm amped up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the comments. What if someone was asking? They're like, "How is this not on the radio everywhere?" Yeah. Why is it not on the radio?
I agree.
everywhere?
Why is this not in
rock
every
radio-
Hallmark movie that's available? You know what I mean? Like,
I think the Hallmark movies were written a couple years ago. So that's probably why.
Yeah, they definitely were that.
I don't know why this isn't happening in the credits of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Why
Hey,
isn't that
next
happening?
year.
'Cause that
2022, I
that's,
guarantee it will be.
that's a classic, and you don't mess with a classic.
Okay, maybe I'm just making a suggestion.
Hey,
Anyway,
I'm sorry. I got a little passionate there. I don't want to interrupt, but I do want to ask one question. And I might have asked this question last time you gentlemen were on the show, but I feel like it's important for our audience. And I want to drive this message home because Kevin and I go to a lot of live shows. Lisa probably goes to 10 times more than that. But we hear artists all the time talk about this. We're playing shows, we're doing this, and we're trying to get signed. We're talking to so-and-so, they're going to sign us, blah, 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 sign us. And I'm like, I sit back, I bite my lip, I'm going, I don't think you understand the game. And y'all mentioned this earlier, you just recently signed to a record label, but can you elaborate on how it is now in 2021 currently, what you should do? Because I hope to God we have new and up and coming artists, bands, blah, 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 that are listening to this, that y'all can like tell them, is it like 1988 or 1983 when it's Motley Crue? And no, wait. Let me finish. You just snort coke, right? You play the troubadour, all the titties are in your face, and then the record label guy shows up and he's like, "Here's the," and you just you sign it, and $40 million shows up in your account. And it's
That's exactly what happened.
That's it. Is that what happened to you guys?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
it was actually 38 million, but it was close.
I wasn't going to tell them that.
Inflation, it's different now. But can you walk us through that thing? Because they don't understand, like, you guys kept it in-house for so long, which is what I think directly to the camera. You have to keep it that way, right? And it sucks. Everybody hates social media, but don't you have to utilize those tools? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. I'll start with this, and Vic, you intervene at any point. Social media is everything now. There's no record stores. Everything is streamed now. So what has become the Sam Goody or the other, whatever those big record stores were, is now iTunes or whatever.
And that sucks. Nobody likes that. I get it. If you're
there's nothing we
hardcore-
can do about it. It does suck. It will never be what it was in the 80s or the 90s, with titties in your face and somebody hearing how badass your live show is, so they're going to go watch you and sign you. Actually, somebody from the industry did tell me this exactly what he said. He said, nowadays you have to make it yourself to make it. In other words, you have to make an imprint yourself, either by selling out mega shows or getting on Billboard charts yourself, or getting on the radio yourself and people digging it. You have to do that yourself,
or get the online following, and
or
again,
get the online following. That is absolutely correct. If you can, it does, but it's is it relative to 83? You had to be a badass band that could bring in 500 people at every show you played. And now that's not necessarily what it is. It's the streaming is everything.
You know what the difference was back then? The difference was back then is that you had to get on MTV, right? So if you were a 70s band and they're like, no, you just got to bang out the clubs. But now the 80s bands are like, no, you got to get on MTV. Y'all are sellouts now. Well, guess what? Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, especially, that's the new version of MTV, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
Everything is just you hit the nail on the head. Like there's a platform for every generation almost in the past 30 to 40 years. But what I think is really interesting about today's time is there's been no better time for the music consumer than today. You could pay $10 a month and have access to all the world's music on Spotify or some platform like that, like no other time in human history, to have that much consumption of music for that little price.
Now, Vic, you're an artist. You're an artist. Okay, I'm in now. I'm hooked. Why would you say that?
I'm not saying it's good for the artist, but I am saying it's good for the consumer. Yeah.
Well, okay, but I think it's both. So that's, I wasn't picking on you. Like, I think it's both.
Oh no.
I think it's good for the consumer, and it sucks for the artist in a sense, but you get more reach, but you just have to figure out how to monetize, which is why you see bands like Deftones making beer, Slipknot's making liquor. Okay, if you can captivate an audience, they're willing to buy whatever from you, even if it's not the music. They just want to be associated with you and your brand. No different than buying a hoodie.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Absolutely.
That's
and I'm not really putting a positive or negative to the idea for the artist. It could be better for most artists. You have more chance. Before, if you go back to the 80s, I mean, you had the complete good old boys club. Like, you had to be a part of the establishment or you weren't getting in. Now there are options, so there's, I think it's widened the playing field, which is also lowered in some cases how big a star someone can be, because people have more access to music. So they have more time that's being taken up, that they're engaging with more people. Yeah. That's my sense.
That's really true. There are no more iconic bands out there after the ones that are, there's 4 or 5 left out there. And once they go, I don't think there ever will be iconic rock bands anymore.
Well, it's called democratization. Everything spreads out wide instead of deep, right? So you may not have like what the Rolling Stones had, but who gives a shit, right? You don't need the numbers. You have fans that love your music, so who cares?
Exactly.
Yeah, and
I agree,
this is true. Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm on my pedestal here. Lisa, take back over. I'm gonna say that again. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I agree with your pedestal.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask a little bit about your time with Chris Dawson. You guys are going to have an album coming out soon. What were you guys doing in the studio? What can your fans expect to hear from you? Is it going to be very similar to what we've already heard so far? Or are you guys playing with something new? Tell us about it.
Well, there is something new. We do have some, a lot of our past singles haven't been as adrenaline filled as what we can give people. So we do have a number of a lot harder songs, a lot more. I don't know, what would you say, Mike? Like just a lot more energy than some of our past stuff.
Yeah, the last couple we worked with have a ton more energy, and then we also have one that has a lot less energy, but it's a very, very good song. And we weren't sure if the label was going to accept it. They did. So there's going to be a couple surprises coming out.
Okay. Are you going to surprise us with a drop date? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow at noon.
Tomorrow at noon?
Tomorrow at noon, yeah. No, we do not have.
Definitely 2022, but we don't have a date yet. I wish we could.
We're hoping by summer.
Okay. All right. Excellent. What else can fans expect from you guys? Have you guys got any tours that are lined up? Are you going places? Are you possibly going across the Atlantic Ocean? Are you possibly going to go north into Canada?
Don't go to Matt. Don't go to Matt.
I think we're going to go wherever they tell us to go. We have been put in the hat for 3 different tours. We haven't so far in 2022. We are on several of the festivals, but we have not got confirmation on any of them. And unfortunately, I can't speak who the tours are with, but there's one we're really excited about and we hope we get, but we'll see.
Okay. You're talking about
DWP there would definitely be pretty much constant touring in 2022. We'll have a spring section, summer section with festivals, and then definitely a fall to winter section of touring.
Okay. Are you talking about the Jenny Wimmer Presents tours?
We'll be doing some of those.
Yes, we'll be on many of those. Yeah.
Okay.
Lisa
I forgot which one,
deep,
but
dude, she doesn't take. She's no bullshit. She's not gonna let y'all skate around. If she knows, she's saying it, dude.
No. I got to
love
plan.
it.
I got to plan my calendar. Okay, these are critical times. I need to know.
I wish I could remember which ones were on. I don't remember which ones were on.
I need to know this.
We're on like Rebel Rock and Blue Ridge Rock Fest and a couple of.
We're definitely on Blue Ridge Rock Fest. I know that. Yeah. I know we're on Blue Ridge.
Rock Fest, Wisconsin as well, and Rebel and a few others. Yeah. There's been a bunch. So.
Okay, awesome. So anyone who's in this area, in the Virginia area, Blue Ridge Rocks Festival, you heard it here first. Make sure you get your tickets. What else is going to be coming up? Hey, let me ask you this. What was the worst part of the tour?
Everybody got sick.
Oh yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks in, our bass player started with a pretty bad cold, and it just spread around. And we had like what, Vic, probably 15 or 20 COVID tests that we took with us.
Yeah.
So we were COVID testing daily. Nobody ever got COVID, and on the entire tour. But we just got this pretty horrible head cold that's stuck with us. In fact, our bass player had to go to urgent care today because he still has it and it was getting worse. And that was a month ago.
Gosh. Okay.
So.
I thought maybe just the driver ghosting was the worst part. Okay, so you were sick.
No, we got over that quick. Yeah, we were over that quick.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
Shit
Dream,
happens.
what about a dream tour? Who's your dream tour? I want to know.
Oh, man. For me, honestly, it would be probably with Alter Bridge because I love Miles Kennedy and Tremonti, and I just love to hang out with them.
I was listening to Tremonti today, man. His music is like, I don't know. He's a phenom, dude. He's just badass.
I love it.
How does he just slide over out of like Creed, then slides into Alter Bridge, then slides into his own solo shit, and it's all like consistent. You know, oh, dude, Mike, that was the shit, dude. Do that again one more time if you could, just on camera one more time. Could you do that one more time?
No, he's a great musician, great songwriter.
Yeah, what was that? Just for brand recognition.
Sweet tea.
Oh, shit. Son of a bitch. All right, listen, we got to keep the show rolling, guys. We could talk to you all night long, man. We got Madame Mayhem waiting in the background, like patiently. We love your music. Y'all are doing killer shit.
Thank you.
Lisa, exit this out for us because this, I don't know, man. Thank y'all for being on here tonight. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah,
again,
thank you for your time.
You're our first 3-time guest.
Ah, all right. Yes.
Very much warranted.
It's absolutely
thank you,
warranted. These guys kick ass. All right. Well, looking forward to seeing what happens in 2022, hearing some new music. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and thank you for your time.
You too, Lisa.
Right,
you
you
too.
too.
Everybody, thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys. Merry Christmas.
Appreciate it.
All right. Now
you're only going to get me for like 4 more minutes.
Kevin, you're in our
go to
hearts
work.
Kevin, you're in our hearts for a lifetime.
I got to go to work.
All right. Now let's do it. You got 4 minutes, Kevin. This is your segment, baby. Rock and roll. Here we go.
Jeez. No pressure there.
Madame Mayhem, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Sorry, we got a little long-winded.
It's all good.
But we have you here now. You have a new single out called I Am More.
Yep.
But what I really want to dig into to begin with is I want to get the origin story of Madame Mayhem because you've been around for a little bit.
Yep.
You kind of give us the history of Madame Mayhem.
Okay. Well, the name Madame Mayhem came from my parents, so you can thank them for that. They've been calling me that for a very long time, probably even before, all the music came with it. And so it made perfect sense to tie the two together. But I am from New York, and I always knew I wanted to be a singer. And so when I told my parents as a very small child, being from New York, the first thing they do is they throw you in musical theater. So that's where I started, opera training, everything. And the whole time I was listening to rock and metal, and that's all I wanted to do. So
were they like pissed off? They're like, this is bullshit.
No, I don't think they were. I think once they realized how serious I was about it and that there was nothing else I was going to do in my life, I think they accepted it, and they've always been pretty supportive. So I very much appreciate that. And I feel very fortunate in that way that they were like, okay, we get it. This is your thing. And so, yeah. And then I, started writing at a young age, and then just kind of snowballed into this.
So I guess that's what I was going to ask. You went through all of your theatrical training and all of that. So how many instruments do you play?
So I sing, I play piano, I play guitar. I would love to learn many, many more, but for now, that's.
I mean, that's a good base to cover. I mean, singing
I
and
think
piano.
it's okay, and
Shit.
trained in all different forms of singing, whether it's operatic training or this or that. I went to school for it all. My parents were like, you have to go to school, but joke's on them. I went to school for something you can't really do anything else with except for, sing. So, yeah.
So when did you start? When did you have your first? When did you start as Madame Mayhem?
I would say it was back maybe 2010 about was when I really was able to put my identity together and really start performing as the artist that I've always wanted to be. And I've just and I'm still evolving as all artists do. And obviously when you listen to the music from years ago versus now, it's slightly different as most artists have. You want to keep it interesting and always incorporate new elements. But I've been doing this for a minute, and I think I think the best way to be a live musician is to just play all the time and do this for a long time. That's all I've ever wanted to do, so I'm thrilled.
Absolutely. So we're gonna show the video for your new single, and like Jared says, you can tell us everything or tell us nothing, but tell us a little bit about the song.
Yeah, well, I wrote it with Keith Wallen, who is an amazing artist. He's also in Breaking Benjamin, and
was on the show. He was on the show.
Amazing. He's definitely one of my favorite people, and this song really is about self-empowerment. It comes from a place of strength, no matter whatever's going on in your life, no matter what the situation, I always feel like, and I'm sure other people feel that way, there's always people trying to put you in a box. They're always telling you who to be, whether it's intentional or they're just trying to help. Like it never works out that way. Right. And so this song is really about understanding that we're all stronger than we know, no matter what is going on in our lives, and we can get through whatever it is, and we can do whatever we really want to do in the end. And so that's what the song is about.
So we're going to roll into the video. I will be gone when the video comes back because I unfortunately have to go back to work. But I just want to tell you thank you so much for spending some time with us, and I hope you have a good Christmas and a happy New Year, and I'm looking forward to seeing more from Madame Mayhem in 2022.
Thank you. Yes. And thanks for supporting, my music. And I hope everyone has a great Christmas and New Year's as well.
They will talk to you more when the video is over with.
All right, fine. So then just you have a Merry Christmas and then we'll finish. No.
Make sure you put that into a clip, Jared, so I could have just that part.
I could do that, Kevin. You're fangirling pretty hard, but here's what I will say. Thank you, Kevin, for 2 episodes in a row, because we have like real jobs and like real lives. Music is our passion and our love.
I love that.
And we dedicate a lot of time to this to promote this, because this is our jam, dude. But Kevin, thank you. I know you got to go back to work, man. Thank you for joining us on the episode tonight. And dude, y'all don't understand like what he went through to get here tonight. So anyway, golf clap.
Dressed for work.
Yes.
Golf clap for Kevin, man.
Happy to see your face, man.
Yeah, here we go. Let's jump into the video. Here we go.
But honey, I'm not here to make your night go
was awesome.
Yeah,
Loved it.
that was pretty badass.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I've
miss
got
those guys. I haven't seen them in like a few months. I miss them very much.
I've got a question for you. I grew up near the New York City area, and so growing up in that area is extremely unique if you want to go to school for any kind of music ability, art ability. Can you just tell us briefly? I mean, did you go to the high school of art and design then?
I didn't. I went to a public high school, and then on the weekends I went to Manhattan School of Music. They had like a high school university program, and so I studied there. And then but as I was in school, from when I was maybe like 10 or 11, I was doing, whether it was regional theater, professional theater, off Broadway, whatever it was, I was working. And then when it came time for college, I went to the University of Miami for a school of music to study music and theater and dance and everything. And while I was there, I was, taking trips to Orlando and here and there to just start writing with people and just start working while I was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the best parts about growing up in New York and being there is the scene for music. What were some of your first concert experiences? What were some of your first performances that you had at home?
Well, I got to do a really cool residency at the Cutting Room when I was kind of just starting out. It was a really cool opportunity, and it really helped me practice, because you're consistently playing, the whole residency vibe, and it was really cool experience. And then, of course, Arlene's Grocery, and I actually got to play there again more recently. I think it was back in 2019, and I hadn't played there in years. It was like from when I was starting out, and then then all the tours we were on, we really didn't play in the city much, and then we got to come back, and it was a really cool experience.
Okay. I'm sorry, Jared. Were you going to say something?
Nope. I'm like, damn, Lisa's killing this shit. Why have we been doing this for 2 years and you haven't been on the show? I'm like, first of all, I'd fire myself first and then Kevin. So keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
I can't help it. I'm from that area, so when I hear this,
I love it.
I know. How would we have ever had that kind of in-depth? I would have been like, what do you? You know what I mean? Like, it would have been stupid. You're juiced in. You know the shit.
Well, because living in the city and being near the city, growing up there and being musically talented, there are everyone knows the movie Fame, right? That school is a real place. There are people.
I'm from the South. We think everybody in New York in the city are just talented, and y'all all go into movies. We don't know.
No, and it's extremely competitive. It's insanely competitive.
That was kind of a joke.
Okay, so I was just
Keep
curious.
Going, Lisa. I'm going to shut up. Keep going. Go.
Do you have any other collaborations coming up? You said you just worked with Keith Wallen. Huge Breaking Benjamin fan, was just able to see him on tour with them, opening with his own work.
Amazing.
It really is. It's very different from Breaking Bad. I'm just wondering, in terms of working with him and other collaborators, what do you look for?
Really the most important thing is being able to be comfortable with the person that you're in the room with, right? Like, even like the first time I actually ever wrote with Keith, and this has happened a few times, it's even like when I wrote with Corey Lowry or whoever it was, like we got introduced by someone else, met for like a second, and we were like, okay, let's write together. And then you show up and you're just like, hi, nice to meet you. I hope this goes well. And then when it does,
people don't
it's
realize
fantastic.
It's kind of, I hate to use the word, because if you're not like in the music, it's going to be like, oh, that's a weird, but it's kind of an intimate thing. Kind of like it's very emotional.
You spill your guts. I mean, like there are things that I probably like hadn't told, like,
right.
Family members that, you tell your co-writer in the room, you don't go, oh, hey, this happened, but like you're writing the lyrics and they're like, where the hell did that come from? And you're like, well, and so it's really important that whoever you collaborate with, that there is a trust there and there is, a comfort there and a safe space. I think that's the most important thing. I've been in situations, luckily I haven't been in many where I was uncomfortable. So, I feel very fortunate, but, actually Billy Sheehan taught me, that when you're writing with someone, it's because he's like a living legend. Right. And so he basically taught me that like you can work with someone and you can put your trust in another person and still be your own voice and still be your own, artist without falling into whatever the other writer is wanting, or, you
Right.
want to still have
Right.
it be your
Right.
sound, but of course collaborations are the most fun too, because, you get a little bit of everything from everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think people that's never been part of the writing process, they don't understand that. And that's okay. That's like the part of the mystique of music, right? But
Right.
like, you don't understand, like, if it's real music, you're literally cutting your wrist and bleeding onto the song.
It's
right.
you're very vulnerable when you're in the process of it. And then it's funny because then once you write it and you record it and then you go on stage and you do it live. So, right, you're
Yep.
like, you're all hyped about this song, right?
Yep.
And then you perform live for the first time, whatever song it is, you're like, oh, everyone's about to know like my deepest, darkest secret, or everyone's going to know like my greatest fear because I didn't think this through. And now everyone's going to hear it. But it ends up like really working out because, I mean, why do we do this, right? I mean, I have the passion for music and singing, and it's like the only thing I've ever wanted to do, but it's really that connection with fellow rock or fellow music lovers to have that family.
We call them junkies on the show.
I love it.
We're
Oh,
music
nice.
junkies.
Okay,
we're
well,
music
so
junkies.
your
Yeah.
fellow music junkies, it's important. Like, so much music has affected me, so many songs, so many artists, and then if I'm at all able to do that with anyone else, even if it's like minuscule, like I've done my job,
Do you find yourself, like, when you write your lyrics, in like what you just said, like, to elaborate on that, do you purposefully edit or subconsciously edit, or do you like follow me here, like,
Mhm.
do you want, not for personal reasons, maybe you're comfortable personally telling everybody everything even after the song, but do you edit it because you want to keep it secret to yourself, or do you edit it because here's my thing, like, if an artist, because I used to get pissed off like a Tool, they would always keep all their shit like super, we're not telling you what it's about, and you're like, I kind of want to know. But as I got older, I was like, if they tell you what it's about, then it's only about this and it's in this box. But if they don't tell you what it's about, it can be whatever you want it to be, which is more healing and more appealing to you as the listener. And some people go, you don't know anything. Some people go, you know everything. And then some people play in the middle. Like, what do you think you are?
I think it depends on the song. I think it's very important. Like whatever I write about, I try, not to restrict myself too much, but at the same time, like whatever I was thinking or whatever I was feeling while I was writing that song can apply to someone else in a totally different way, and can be like have a totally different meaning from a totally different situation.
Correct.
And that's the best way to do it.
Thank you.
Like
that's what I think. I think that's the best way to write it. Even if you want to be like, I want to write about this specific thing, this girl, this guy, this one thing. I think if you do that, that's cool, because music is cathartic. But if you give the listener the ability to like transcribe their life onto it, like, it's that much better.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, a lot of people just think I'm really angry at specific like dudes once in a while, like as I'm saying, but a lot of it is really just frustration, whether it's with the industry, whether it's, and like, so
sometimes we
people
deserve
interpret
it.
however it is.
We deserve it.
But it's like, oh, is that about a guy or a breakup? It's like, actually it wasn't, but hey, if for you that's what it's about, then go for it.
Right. Right.
So,
and I think sometimes as a artist, it's natural to write in like me versus them, whether you're like, if it's a woman, maybe me versus him, because that's what, but people interpret it like that. But they don't realize that they don't realize that you might be talking about like a global thing, like like music industry, right? Us versus me, them versus me. But that's cool. That's what I think is cool about it. If you're going through a breakup and it's a breakup song for you, cool.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If it's a growth song for you, cool. If it's whatever, that works.
100%.
So what do you have coming up for 2022? Where are people going to be able to catch you next year?
Yes, well, I will be on Shiprocked in January as one of the stowaways. I'm very excited. It's going to be my 3rd year. I'm really pumped. It's one of my favorite things to do. And, hopefully from there, get get the band together and get back on the road. I mean, we haven't played. I mean, we've played live in this room, but we haven't like played live in a really long time because of, you know, the
COVID.
world.
Yeah.
And
Where's the Shiprock going?
I think it's leaving from Texas and it's going to Mexico. You could check it out, shiprock.com, check it all out. I think there's a few cabins left. But the Stowaways is always the most fun there because it's literally like a bunch of different people from a bunch of different bands, and we get all together and just play, you know, whatever covers or whatever the theme is. So it's really, and you also get to see obviously other bands that are playing their original music, but it's a really fun thing, you know, to be able to, it's again with the collaboration, to play with other members from other bands that you normally wouldn't ever have the opportunity to hang out with.
Do the whole trip, or they like helicopter you in?
No, you're on the boat the whole time, so it's really fun. It's fun, and then you know,
it's not like a Die Hard movie, you know?
Yeah, it's like they just kind of like drop me in as the song is starting, and then I just kind of
Yes. And then when you're done, they like shoot confetti out the side of the boat, and then you just like blast
I hope
off.
someone from the production team is listening to this, so maybe we can make
Good Lord.
Call us up and we'll figure this shit out.
Shiprock, okay, does depart Galveston, Texas, stopping in Costa Maya and Cozumel through the 27th. It is headlining with Lamb of God and I Prevail. You've got, and there's a lot of artists, a lot of smaller artists as well that we see all the time and we have here on the show as well. Like I know that Varsity is going to be there. Let's see who else they said. They've got Seven Dust on there, Spirit Box. They've got, oh yeah, look at you, Madame Mayhem. This is great. This is so cool.
And it's so fun. And it's just really, I love to do it. And so then from there, hopefully the band, you know, we can get back on the road, whether, you know, we're doing, you know, we haven't been able to announce anything yet, but the goal is to get back out there in 2022. We're going to have new music, hopefully very soon as well. And so, you know, a lot of cool things coming 2022. So everyone just needs to keep in touch.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for your time tonight. Thank you for coming on and sharing what's going on with you. And we look forward to hearing what's coming next year. Hopefully you'll be able to come back and share with us at that time.
I would love that. That would be awesome.
Yes.
Hey, where are you most active? This is, we always ask the artists this. Where
on socials?
Yeah,
so I run all of the social media for Madame Mayhem. So if you write something and someone writes back, it's 99% going to be me unless they say it's not me.
Okay, but if I'm the fan, Facebook, I want to talk to you directly. Which one?
Oh, I'm on all of it. No, I'm literally consistently Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
You're juiced into every single one of them. You're juiced into all of those.
Unfortunately, I'll tell you. Sometimes it's really Sometimes it's exhausting because who can stare at the I just want to make music, man.
Here's the thing, and
I love connecting with people. So
we touched on this on the last. We touched on this on the last interview.
Yeah.
Everybody, I know I'm the old man. I'm like, I'm saying people think that you just get signed and it's over with and you make all this money. It's like, you don't understand. You have to touch your social channels, right? And it's got to be all of them. And you have to be, it's a lot of work, is it not?
It's a lot of work, but
it's what you love.
I love connecting with other people that also love music. So, if someone reaches out, I try my best to answer because I genuinely want to talk to them.
That's right.
Because they're my kind of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's,
that's different than like Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses in the 80s. You couldn't like direct message them, but now they can direct message you and talk to you, and you can interact with your fans on that level.
Right. Which is really cool.
And Matt has dropped the links to everything Madame Mayhem in the comments. So please go and take a look there. And thank you so much. I wish you a Merry Christmas.
You too. And thank you guys for all the support and have great holidays.
Thank you. We'll see you back next year.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. All right.
All right, Lisa. I know we said that we are going to fire Kevin on the last show and we didn't because we let him back tonight. But I just feel like this is this is what 2022 is going to be like for us.
Okay. Hey, I'm okay with that.
No,
although I do like Kevin. I like Kevin.
I love Kevin, and we're going to continue with Kevin.
We got to keep it.
Yes. And Matt's been blowing the comment section up. He's been keeping us like relevant. He needs to jump back on the show again. But like 2022 is going to be the shit, people. I hope you love what we're doing. I hope you love the bands that we're playing. We're trying to tap into the new and the old. Lisa, what do you think? Like, the radio app is out there. They should download it.
Absolutely, download the Sound 228 app. You can get it at the Google Play Store or at the Apple Store, like in the little Apple thing. I don't really know.
No,
Yeah,
no, you
download the
nailed
app
it. No,
store.
that was it. That was it.
Yeah. Not only that, you can go to the website, sound228.com. You can find us there.
And if you want to stay super connected, and we don't spam on the email and we don't spam on the text message because we suck at it. But if you want to text us too, we do. We're not good at it. Text us 228-641-1648, and you get early access to all the shows that we do and all the early access shit. We're working on building a venue, and Lisa knows that. That's our goal.
And it's gonna be fucking amazing.
Yeah, but it's so difficult. There's so much shit involved with it, you know.
There's a lot of
That's what
back
we're
stuff.
starting- Yeah, yep. But
Yeah.
anyway, y'all just keep watching on the live stream, keep sharing it, and keep tuning in.
Yep. And thank you guys. I think this is the last show of the year, is it not?
Hold on, it might be. We might squeeze one in next week. I don't know. We like to keep people guessing.
Okay. Well, in case you guys haven't done it yet, please go. It's up on the sound. It's also up on the soundboard to vote for the filthiest 15 of 2021. Get on there. The poll is up right now. I believe we've got Kingdom Collapse on top with Unbreakable. All your bands that are in there, check in with your people, get it up on your socials, talk about it, and that voting will be ending very, very soon.
In the show, go crush it.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. Huge thank you to Saturate, Any Given Sin, and Madame Mayhem. I'm Lisa. That's
I'm Jared.
And thanks for watching the Sound 228.